The untold truth about fratricide in the Bible. Sibling bonds are a recurring theme, marked by love and loyalty in some tales and jealousy and violence in others. Beyond the well-known story of Cain and Abel, the Bible reveals several other instances of fratricide, brothers turning against brothers in acts of betrayal that would forever resonate through the pages of Scripture. Cain and Abel, the inaugural fratricide. The story of Cain and Abel is the foundational account of fratricide in the Bible. It takes place in the early days of humanity, shortly after Adam and Eve's expulsion from the Garden of Eden. As brothers, Cain and Abel have distinct callings. Cain is a farmer who tills the soil, while Abel is a shepherd who tends to his flocks. The turning point occurs when both brothers offer sacrifices to God. Abel's offering, consisting of the choicest and fattest portions of his flock, finds favor with God, while Cain's offering of fruits from his labor is rejected. This divine preference ignites the flames of jealousy and resentment within Cain's heart. He is unable to bear God's rejection and the apparent favoritism shown to his brother. What makes this fratricide unique is that it unfolds in the absence of direct provocation or conflict between the brothers. Cain's jealousy is born solely from God's acceptance of Abel's offering, revealing the destructive power of unchecked emotions. Before committing the murder, God intervenes, offering Cain a warning about the potential consequences of his actions. God implores Cain to choose the path of righteousness and assures him that if he does well, he will be accepted. However, God also cautions Cain that sin is crouching at the door, seeking mastery over him. This pivotal moment offers a chance for Cain to confront the darkness within him and choose the path of righteousness, but tragically, he succumbs to his jealousy and anger. The murder of Abel becomes the first recorded act of homicide in human history. It forever stains the narrative of Genesis, casting a shadow over the earliest generations of humanity. God confronts Cain with his crime, curses the ground he tills, and banishes him from his presence. The consequences of Cain's actions are immediate and profound. His exile and wandering become emblematic of a life marked by restlessness, fear, and alienation. He becomes a nomad, separated from the land and from the presence of God. His descendants inherit this legacy of violence and strife. The story of Cain and Abel is a haunting reminder of the destructive potential of unchecked emotions, particularly jealousy and anger. It is a narrative that challenges us to confront the shadows within our own hearts and to choose the path of love, forgiveness, and reconciliation. Esau and Jacob, a birthright's betrayal. The tale of Esau and Jacob, twin sons born to Isaac and Rebekah, showcases a different facet of fratricide. Esau, the elder of the twins, holds the birthright, a position of honor and privilege within the family. However, Jacob, the younger, guided by his mother Rebekah, seeks to secure the birthright for himself. The pivotal moment in their story occurs when Esau returns famished from the field. Jacob seizes the opportunity to deceive his brother, offering him a bowl of lentil stew in exchange for his birthright. Starving and perhaps not fully comprehending the implications of his decision, Esau agrees to the trade. Jacob's cunning deception marks the beginning of a lifelong rivalry between the brothers. The act of betrayal, though not resulting in physical violence, has profound consequences for their relationship and sets the stage for future conflicts. Esau's reaction to the loss of his birthright is one of anguish and bitterness. He feels betrayed by his own flesh and blood and vows to kill Jacob once their father, Isaac, passes away. This vow of fratricide, while not immediately carried out, lingers in the background, casting a pall over their interactions. The story of Esau and Jacob is a tale of sibling rivalry driven by envy and deception, illustrating how unresolved conflicts within a family can fester over time. While it does not culminate in murder, it underscores the potential for violence and animosity among siblings when jealousy and betrayal are left unchecked. Ammon and Absalom, lust, rape, and revenge. The story of Ammon and Absalom unfolds within the royal family of King David, known for its complex dynamics and struggles. Ammon, David's eldest son, becomes infatuated with his half-sister Tamar. His uncontrollable lust leads to a heinous act of fratricide that shakes the family to its core. Amnon's actions are marked by deceit and sexual violence. He feigns illness and requests that Tamar, a virgin, come to his chamber to prepare food for him. Once there, he forces himself upon her and rapes her. Tamar's life is forever altered by this traumatic event, and she pleads with Ammon to do right by her. However, he rejects her and sends her away. Tamar's brother Absalom, consumed by anger and seeking vengeance for his sister's violation, bides his time. 2 years later, he orchestrates a plot to murder Ammon. Absalom invites all of David's sons to a feast, and when Ammon is inebriated and vulnerable, Absalom's servants strike him down. This act of fratricide, motivated by revenge for the rape of Tamar, has profound consequences for the royal family. David mourns the loss of his eldest son, while Absalom goes into exile, fearing his father's wrath. The family is torn apart by the violence and betrayal that has unfolded within its walls. The story of Ammon and Absalom is marked by themes of lust, rape, revenge, and fratricide. It serves as a stark warning about the consequences of unchecked desires and unresolved conflicts within a family. Joseph and his envious brothers, a coat of many colors. The narrative of Joseph and his brothers takes place within the context of the larger family of Jacob. Joseph, the favored son, is gifted a coat of many colors by his father, a symbol of his special status within the family. This act of favoritism triggers intense jealousy and resentment among his brothers, exacerbating the existing rivalry. Joseph's dreams of greatness, which he shares with his family, further stoke the flames of envy. In these dreams, he sees himself as a figure of authority, with his brothers bowing down to him. These dreams, whether interpreted as prophetic or as youthful arrogance, deepen the chasm between Joseph and his siblings. In a moment of treachery, Joseph's brothers seize an opportunity when he is sent by his father to check on their flocks. They strip him of his coat, throw him into a pit, and eventually decide to sell him into slavery. While they do not directly murder Joseph, their actions are symbolic of fratricide in the sense that they deceive their father into believing his beloved son is dead. The consequences of this fratricidal deception are profound. Jacob mourns the loss of his favored son, believing him to be dead. Meanwhile, Joseph embarks on a journey of suffering, marked by slavery, false accusations, and imprisonment in Egypt. The story of Joseph and his brothers serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of parental favoritism and unresolved sibling rivalry. It underscores the destructive potential of jealousy and deception within a family context. Despite the hardships Joseph endures, the narrative ultimately pivots toward reconciliation and redemption, as he is reunited with his brothers and extends forgiveness. Abimelech and his 70 brothers, a descent into tyranny. Within the book of Judges, the narrative of Abimelech and his brothers reveals a disturbing descent into tyranny and fratricide. Abimelech, the son of Gideon, aspires to rule as king. To achieve his ambition, he manipulates the people of Shechem into supporting his claim to power. Once crowned as king, Abimelech embarks on a ruthless campaign to secure his rule. The most chilling aspect of Abimelech's story is his massacre of 70 of his half-brothers, sparing only Jotham. He orders the sons of Gideon to be killed on a single stone, consolidating his grip on power through this heinous act of fratricide. The consequences of Abimelech's actions are twofold. First, his reign is marked by violence, oppression, and chaos. Second, his tyranny and the fratricide he commits ultimately lead to his own downfall. The story serves as a stark warning about the destructive nature of unchecked ambition and the lengths to which individuals will go to maintain power. Judah and Er's betrayal, deception and the ultimate sacrifice. The story of Judah and takes place within the larger narrative of the patriarchs. Judah, one of the 12 sons of Jacob, plays a central role in this account. His actions, including his role in the betrayal of his daughter-in-law Tamar, reveal the complexities of sibling relationships and familial dynamics. Judah's eldest son, marries Tamar. However, his wickedness leads to his death at the hands of the Lord. According to the law of levirate marriage, Judah instructs his second son, Onan, to fulfill Er's duty and father children with Tamar. Onan's refusal to do so leads to his own death. Judah, fearing for his youngest son, Shelah, refuses to give him to Tamar as a husband. Tamar, determined to secure her rightful place in offspring, takes matters into her own hands. She deceives Judah into impregnating her, thinking she is a prostitute. This complex narrative highlights themes of deception, betrayal, and the lengths to which one might go to secure an inheritance or fulfill familial obligations. While it does not involve fratricide in the traditional sense, It showcases the intricate and often morally ambiguous dynamics within a family.